came out, right? And I've been home all day. So there's look. Was yeah. The jealousy, they just it's just this is just ridiculous, right? Do I have it? No, I ain't ordered nothing. So as soon as I come out, now all of a sudden, because he had a loud stereo system, booming, but meaning I would have heard it even when I was inside. But as soon as I come out and I was looking at a story, my point in even saying this is look, the Amazon, look, she's running. So they knew I was going. So basically, they knew I was going to come out and do this. So they had her, the driver. They had dude. So that proves my point. Without I wasn't recording, so they're so mad about my stereo. So what are you gonna do next year when I got a bigger, I got because I'm an audiophile, so I have a every car I got boom in it. What are y'all gonna do next year? Oh, you know what? Because I called TransUnion, even though it ain't been that long. I just called, so it already says zero. Everything's paid off, so it says zero. But even on Credit Karma, that's why I called. It don't say paid off. So what are y'all gonna do? So it looks like y'all tentacles don't reach as far as you think. And so, like I said, so soon, because I'm deciding I'm on the fence. I'm out of breakfast food. I might go to the store. I think I got one egg left. I might wait. But so, yeah, I'm finna rock. But first of all, that's what, so they got, what, I'm still trying to understand niggas. I ain't even talking to the white Democrats. I'm talking to supposed to be black folks. It is not even, y'all supposed to be black. I never heard this type of game. How is that bringing you money? I know well it's bringing you money because they pay you to do that fuck nigga shit. But how is it? I still don't how you going? How is that, as y'all say, Democrats, sustainable? How is that sustainable? Y'all are done. What are you gonna do? It's not even what are you gonna do next year because you're jealous. What are you gonna do next year? The money is gone. You're getting cut off. It's all getting cut off. And I'm really trying to understand what is that? What is this supposed to do? But I gotta make my video for it because I might go, just run to the store right quick. So anyway, it didn't even hit me that what Charles Payne and all them was talking about yesterday. Cause he had on Charles Payne, I'm gonna pull it up again, right? He had on that he had on a baby blue suit, right? He did. I didn't even make note of that. I didn't. I was so busy, that video I played yesterday. But he was talking about. Remember, he said Drake and Rick Ross talking about capitalism. They're arguing about making money. And remember, he's basically saying what I say about gangster rap was all real old school gangster rap was always positive. It's like basically they finally listening to me. All this new age fake rap and women rappers or not even rap, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, they're finally admitting like what I said. That shit is lame. That it's not just lame, it's detrimental, not just to black men, to black women. You're not gonna be, because first of all, Cardi B didn't sell no records. I didn't even know that. She didn't even realize, but she had a beef with a YouTuber. And I started watching her probably 10 years ago, 2014. I think it was, I don't know, maybe I was looking something I was on. Back then I didn't know, what game. But anyway, I must have been just surfing the regular, probably MSN, Microsoft. As I think it was that video where the bus driver knocked the bitch out. You gonna learn today. I had to I typed it in, and that's how I found her channel. What's that nigga Tommy Sotomayor? I never liked him, but he do say some funny shit. Other ones, and so anyway, so the Tasha chick, that's her name. See, I'm not promoting her, but I'm just saying, you can watch. She don't need uh, she's the one who bust out Cardi B. Like Because they was having beef. Like, you really, she never really even had an album. I didn't even know all that. She just had a mixtape and this and that. So basically, what my point is, bringing that up, it's just like I just said. There is, some people, the industry plants, but that's the point. That's the proof. Who's paying that? Like I said, it's an investment that these communists have made. They thought, like I said, that proves communists are lame and stupid. Karl Marx at the end, there's Lenin, what's the one in the middle? Stalin, and at the end, Joe Biden. So they're mad. These niggas, black folks, are mad at my shirt right there. You got Karl Marx. I know all about, but Joseph Stalin and, this and that. So they instead of like trying to change it for the kids and this and that, they get the communist witchcraft. They get, they're getting mad. They're doing more mocking. Like, that's gonna work. The nasty attitude, looking hard, like, yo, what's up? They're looking at me like, yo, no, bitch, you're not gonna play me into getting arrested by some. This is a Democrat city right here. Charlotte is Democrat. You're not finna play me, and y'all getting my money, paying fines and all this and that from whooping you. No, nigga. They are trying to egg us on. They really are. Then I gotta, ain't no way. And then not only that, that's what they do. Because you're way better, smarter than them. Better. And so once they egg you on and you do something stupid, now everybody else, they can, you got to go to this and that. You got to pay this fine. You got to, you're not an adult. Exactly. That's the gaslighting. But like I said, they get mad. And that's why I make these videos. That's why I don't make these, because leave me alone. I bet my first video. What did I say? When I figured it out, like on the movie, when the clouds open. Look, there's nobody out there. Who's he blowing the horn at? Who's he blowing the horn at? Nobody. There was nobody there. That nerd right there. But who's he blowing the horn at? That car, and that's a Ford Focus. I just know if I wouldn't have came out, it's a fucking Ford Focus. The nerds got nice cars, he in a fucking Ford Focus. And that type of car was a 2004 or something, 5. Bombs. And like I said, I wouldn't put them down, except for the fact they're trying to sabotage us. Not, sabotage our lives. So we could be like them. All right, so I got jokes. I got more jokes. And it's not, I know y'all seen the video yesterday, some of y'all. It was about the Trump rally in Brooklyn. South Bronx rally. And just like we thought, real people came. There was no bussing in. There was no, whatever this dumb bitch was talking about. And, the whole time, so I looked, really I didn't even look it up. I just do what I always do. But the funny video I saw today was this one that's going to piss them off. Alright, so I was finna cook bread like a normal. That's what I'm saying. I'm out of breakfast food. I'm finna go buy. Did I say anything yesterday about John Stubbs? I don't care what y'all say. I was on the fence because he is old school media. I remember him from back in the day, But then, because matter of fact, it was a shock when his channels seemed to be his YouTube channel. He's supporting Trump. But he's a phony like Tucker and all of them. He really is. Because he coming, I'm telling you, because the day before, I forgot to say all this. I looked up on the Target thing. I don't buy my eggs from Target. I buy it off the Instacart, the Food Line, whatever grocery store, because they don't have the ones I want. But I'm old school. When I was a kid in New York City, don't jump on my shirt. Oh, he ain't jump on it. He's still going. The Geico. Remember, every time I bring up my homie, I mean, this color, the Geico. I told you that's what he said the day, he died that night, right? But he had got shot on two different occasions, you know. But that night he died, it was in a car accident, and like I said, I really could have took him with me, and he even offered, it was like, how you got that one to, everybody else, any outsiders, he probably was cool and high up gang or whatever. But in it to us, he just, my little homie since, really, first day back in '8 when I was 12, but moved to Birmingham. But, and so he's like, I'll pay. Like, what? But damn, and this is in the middle of the gang stalking shit. So it was rare that for me to have a date. And I got a date. And she said, bring a friend. And I was finna bring, I don't even know. I mean, he would have did good. But I just, and I called one of the older homies that we, like I said, it's basically, it's my neighborhood. But when I first, it's their neighborhood. The homie I called, he's older than me. And all of us. But he was like my, matter of fact, when last time I got an upgrade, he was the one who took me to I had just got out the hospital, another long stay in the VA, and I called him and he came and he even waited. I told him he'd come and say he waited outside for like an hour. He sat in the car and next thing you know, again, I got my, top level, 100%. This was in '08, only 8 months later. But anyway, this is a couple of months, couple of years before. I called him. He just ain't want to go. He's like, nah, I don't, whatever. I thought you that. I said, all right. So I called, and he's sitting right there. But I could have took him, and I just didn't. And next thing you know, again, matter of fact, my older homie, my buddy, whatever you could BFF, he called 7 o'clock in the morning and tell me he did. I said, what? He was just on the porch. Da da da. But anyway, All right, so anyway, that's my whole point. My main point making this video was I didn't even point out that Charles Payne had on a baby blue suit yesterday on that dude channel. I mean, he was on Fox, but when he walked up and sat down, we all it was just like that. He said, "Look at that Geico." We all laughed like, "No, man, it's their mascot. It's a gecko." But I'm like, I don't even think that's a gecko. Maybe it is. That's just a little green lizard, maybe. But as soon as he sat down, what's up, y'all? Da da da. I mean, what I'm saying that's not Christian. I guess it ain't, but it's not. There's no signs like that. And da da da. It can't spread, misinformation like that, or as they say, misinformation. I'm being funny. I'm fucking with them, the Democrats. They still. All right, so I'm gonna go into the Catholic thing. It reminded me, you know what? So literally, this is because of the gang stalk. This is about 2004, back in Birmingham. Again, nobody's fucking with me, right? I wasn't mad. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell. And like I said, honestly, the only thing I could think of is like the movie The Exorcist from the '70s, and so I did. And like I said, I had got that Bible from Skid Row. So it's starting to seem like this is demonic. These are witches. And I was right, right? So anyway, about that video I was about to show you. I'm going to show you. All right, so I saw it this morning. And you saw the title. God's Influencer. All right, so I'm gonna just go into my joke. Why I say this is so hilarious. And if you, when I clicked on the I made a comment before I even clicked. When you click on it, everybody said, I'm not sure if this is reality or this, because everybody, God's influencer, this and that, the Catholic Church, and you know what? But soon at before, normally I at least click on it and let it play. But I made my comment before even looking at anybody else comment or letting it play. And well, yeah, I was on another channel. Let me see if it's. And they might have deleted it. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, you see all these people disgusted, this and that. They might have deleted my comment, but it was longer than 2 hours ago. Uh, see, that's what I'm saying. See, I already had knew that being in a black church in Birmingham and in New York, basically black church growing up, and that's why and not just black churches, just Baptist period and other denominations. You don't trust Catholics because they pray to saints and pray to Mary, even though she's Jesus' mama. No, they don't play that. It's like, no, that is, you pray to Jesus, not Mary, help me, Mother Mary. This. So anyway, that wasn't even my joke. My joke was, through my research and this and that, and like I said, so by the time 2004, 2005, I hadn't been to church since I was like 14 or something, 15, since I was, you know, maybe the few times I went, maybe once or twice when I was in the Army, a girl I had met, or in basic, we went to we would go to chapel on Sunday just to get out the barracks. But, so now it's like '05, I'm going with people I know, and I'm not trying to join, but I'm just still trying to figure out what's going on. I'm peeping them out, like what is going on. And that's why, I stopped going. These folks, they're all on that Democrat demonic shit. Hate to say it. But I hear, a lot of these churches were not prosperity. They're definitely prosperity churches in Birmingham. That prosperity, this and that. And the folks do got money. They got money. Just like everywhere, all these cities, the white ones, black ones, Creflo Dollar, Joyce, the one they all hate, regular people hate, Joel Osteen. Like I said, hey, that's your cup of tea, hey, and you got money, and you say it's because, hey, that's fine with me. Communist shit is, they should be blessed. Nah, go and listen and do and work and do whatever. And if you start making money and you want to give $500 a week or however much you get out of your paycheck, that's fine with me. But anyway, so these prophecy churches like in Birmingham, they all on they ain't on prosperity. It's every city got these the Bible, the Revelation, they on Revelations. And honestly, I think they was trying to outdo me because of what they was doing to me. I was deep into just the Bible, and I can discern it. And so really, they're talking about this is like '06. How the Antichrist is going to be the Pope, or this and that. And even back then, and this had nothing to do with what I learned, because they shut me off and gave me plenty of time to just sit and read the Bible all day. This is like 2005, but when I'm reading the Bible all day, front to back, but I'm like, this is gangster shit. It's like, no, at this point, it's like nobody will fall for that. Remember, I keep saying, that's why I keep calling it. It's like nobody's he's supposed to be charismatic and this and that, and the whole world is gonna fall for him. It's like, nah, it is not even, I'm a man. No, it's not even that, because I can see that. Even me, oh shit, you heard what he said? Yo, this nigga real. Da 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 da. Yeah, and everybody else, whatever their language, they don't cuss. Everybody's saying the same thing. Yeah, but I'm like, it just ain't gonna. I just don't see it. We know all the tricks. I don't care how charismatic and or fake. He do fake miracles. It's just, and we know better than to be doubting Thomases and this and that. But it's like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be obvious. But my reason is the Catholic Church, after because I have did my own studying, and one of the things that fucked me up is that the Catholic Church didn't recognize exorcism. It's not just from the movies. I was reading these books, because I was trying to find out where the Bible came, who wrote it, and let me make sure, da da da. And that's what it comes today. That's where my comment I left today. Like, man, I was like, I've been known. The Catholic, they were the first clout chasers, is what I'm saying. Jumping on a fad, meaning before hundreds of years ago, after the Inquisition, and there people are leaving the church, and not just because they were killing people. Really, it's the age of science, and the people they were calling heretics a year, 100 years before, they're getting rich, and people are seeing that they following the money. Like, fuck that, And the Catholic Church, like weak people do, they jumped on. They stopped saying exorcism. There's no more possessed people. Because actually, I've been said that. Remember, I say these are demons. Black Lives Matter. Witchcraft. It don't matter where the witch come from. Africa, Ireland, Germany. Because all the fables about witches, the famous ones always come from Germany. It don't matter whether she a devil was, if she a witch, she a witch. And that's where all this come from. The Catholic Church is just being clout chasers, so they stop, there's no, so they can get people the money. They needed more people to come tithe, and the people was, just like, no, I'm not doing that, you know. And I can see, it's just like now, it's just like, it's not hard to explain if you don't understand. And you're like, well, that's what we're saying, atheists. That's what we're saying. No, I ain't saying there ain't no God. I said, really, I think what they should have did was stick to their guns and just went broke or whatever. But they didn't. They sold out. And that's the problem. That's the big problem for all these countries, because they sold the fuck out. And no, we're not Catholic, Then that's another thing. They, black churches, and I don't know about white, it probably was too. They were acting like Catholic because of the saints, the worships, and this and that. That they're not even Christian. And I was like, immediately, no, they're just another denomination. Just like the Mormons think, the America. Actually, honestly, anybody my age, you love South Park, and not just that episode, dum da dum dum dum. Remember I told you the Mormons came, and I said I enjoyed it. I didn't make fun of them. Remember, that was about last year, and I would talk to them every time they came. But my point was, first of all, they're gang stalking, so that's disrespectful to yourselves. And I did talk about the South Park episode where they were like, "Oh, you don't know that." I'm like, "See, that you're gang stalkers because you're more getting upset. You don't even want to teach me or help me, which I don't need." But I'm saying, y'all are two young white boys, and y'all crunk on y'all shit. No problem. Like I said, y'all come back anytime until y'all, transfer out to another city. I forgot what they call it. But the Joseph, the South Park is right. And yeah, the book, I said it, the Book of Mormon, the play. There's a play, right, in New York. But it's just really all you gotta do is watch the because what they put out once it came out is that they did, their beliefs. They just added the joke, he hit it, this and that. All right, so like I said, these, the Catholics, they still just claim. So supposedly this dude died in 2006. He's an influencer. Now, what do sane adults say about any influencer? What the fuck is an influencer? Period. The only, I guess, the girls, she's 19, don't want to get a job. She got a nice body. That's about the only influencer, yeah, it's like, leave them alone. Let them, let them be influencers. But they influence some more dumb bitches to take pictures. They looking backwards and they poking out their ass. It's like, why? No, don't hate. Let them influence. But the rest, but still, like, what the fuck? That her profession. She's an influencer. What the fuck is it? another. But so this guy was God's influencer. It is like, what the? It really, I was planning on doing this video, but like I said, I saw this first. And it's like, I ain't even gonna play the whole thing. God don't need an influencer. You like, well, spread the gospel. No, you're calling it an influencer. Is the whole thing. You're pandering, not the clout chasing as the youngsters. I'm using their phrase, clout chasing. And like I said, I know the Catholic Church been doing it. That's the reason. Not just from the books I read, but horror movies. Modern day 2013, not just The Exorcist. That's the. It's a couple of movies. The same thing at the beginning. The priest can't do the exorcism. That's why it's such a big deal, because the Catholic Church won't recognize it, and he got to do it on his own. And da da da. So that's literally. Yeah, so the clout chasers from hundreds of years ago, they stopped so basically they let. It's just like I said. It's just like any clout chaser nowadays. You're a Democrat. You're letting people die to get money in your pocket. Democrat activists. That's what is that same thing. That's what they did. They let, and this is, well, no, it's not worse. It's the same. Like I said, these people that died, your relative, you can get upset, who died yesterday in Chicago. They gonna burn in hell. I don't care how good they and all you're gonna say is every video, oh, they gave the shirt off their backs, and did this and that. No, you helped only Democrats. And more than likely, the reason they was killed, not even because they were innocent bystanders and it was God wrath, they was targeted because they did something. That's what I'm saying. They dirty. They might have nice Instagram pictures. They might be a mother of 3, single, 28. She had plans and she was in school to be a nurse and seeing it, whatever. We can't understand. All she talked about was love. She didn't talk about God, Jesus. She just talked about that witchcraft. Literally, look it up. That's all. And that means she did people dirty. And she gave herself an excuse for doing people dirty. Because she loved all her people, not just her kids, not just her baby daddy, but other dudes, dudes she done fucked, the girl, other demonic witches, but more than likely not, they hate each other. But so that's why she got the of being a good person, because she just basically gave back. She gave back. She gave, giving people money, That's all it was. After she done hit a lick, after she done did somebody dirty, she spread the money around, thinking that's protection. That's what I'm saying. She was good. She loves. All she talk about is love. No, they're talking about their people, their little inner circle. Even if they got 100, 200, 1 million followers and a legitimate modern day celebrity, they're only talking about their inner circle. And their followers, their cult members. They don't love nobody else. And like I said, giving back, maybe they'll do a show. What I mean by show, they'll donate to some, kid or something to look good. Oh, yeah, 10,000. Or pay for a funeral. Yeah, pay for a funeral in Baltimore. Pay for the funeral. This that is like, fuck that. I wouldn't want you to pay for the funeral for my kid. I want my kid not to die in the first place. But no, they don't. Nobody, the parents, that's how you know they're evil. None of them say anything. Because a lot of them, they do have a mom and dad. Even in Baltimore, they got a mom and dad. And they're just, grateful for, whatever. Baltimore Ravens player, he paid for the funeral. And your 20-year-old kid, female or son, got shot, this and that, and killed. It's a good thing that, this is a blessing. No, and they don't even say God, they just say because the blessings can come from the devil or anywhere. Witchcraft, that's what they're talking about. Like, fuck that. It's nothing you can do. But as far as these Democrats, all they care about is you know, he gave back or paid for it or she, whatever. It's like these folks, and they're still going. That's what I'm telling you. That's how you know they're crazy. That's how you know they're evil. They're but just the fuck with you know the bosses or whoever. Oh yeah, this is the dude from yesterday.
And a lot of bad things are happening. A lot
I mean, I
of
know
people
y'all
can't
seen
afford groceries, and Trump is speaking to.
Is blind. Coins everywhere. No one stole anything. And I said to
it.
myself, even as a
That
kid,
nigga Charles got the whole baby blue suit on. That's what's up. And you can say he just no, because he said, remember, that's why I'm playing it. Remember, he said he's a capitalist. Rick Ross is a capitalist. Remember, I told you they been having big problems about that shirt right there the most. They was mad about that one. Matter of fact, I'm finna go back to Aldi. They had the biggest problem last week about this. And remember, matter of fact, when I went to UPS a week, man, the old white lady, a middle age, she wasn't old, she's about 55, 58. That shirt means nothing to me. It's like, what? Why should any shirt mean anything to you? I just don't get it. Remember I explained, I was like, no, like I said, luxuries, that what used to be a luxury, thanks to capitalism, the big one is indoor plumbing. And it's not just toilets, it's everything. The pipes. Even though they was lead back there, just anything. The pipes, the little fixtures. These factories, capitalists built these factories to sell all these parts. Socialism, nah. Only the leaders are gonna have indoor plumbing. The rest of us, we gotta go in, and it's hot as fuck right now. Could you imagine being, right now, and you gotta go out in our house? Now, if you just gotta, I know, I don't have to imagine. Yeah, porta potties. Literally, I know how it feels. Burning hot sun. Not just construction, 82nd area, and that to me, that means I was with the NCOs, and I was just, I don't know, everybody like taking me. I'll taking me to a field like it's just a small one that we didn't need to leave Fort Bragg, and I'm with the majors, the colonels, and I get to use a porta potty. But it is hot as fuck taking a shit in 99 degrees South. This ain't even this month, July, August. North Carolina, Fayetteville weather, taking a shit inside an outhouse. But at the same time, it was a luxury. No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. It was a fuck. Because any other majority of times, I got my e-tool. And that's why I used to love by the 2000s that commercial, that Charmin commercial where the bear took a shit up against the tree. I swore back then they got that shit from me. You see these posts? When I had to go take a shit, we're out there, sometimes just two of us, and we're on a commo site. It's basically, you see me grab my e-tool, you look it up if you don't know what it is. You see me, I'll be back, and I had my tissue. And I know, like, if we're the real, I thought about it, what are they doing in the desert? But I already know, you're right. So that's why you take the E2, because you got to bury it. And, I would squat like this up against a tree. I would dig the hole first. I'm not being nasty. I'm just saying I would dig the hole first. And squat against, almost like, it's almost like, y'all needed a magazine. You wipe your ass and you got the tissue. And you did it. Another thing, from the beginning, if you in, one of them units, anywhere you go, overseas, anything, you buying baby wipes, and I had a small, what's the name, sterno, to boil water. I could boil water. It's real small. It was every jump I never took it out, basically, so I wouldn't forget it. So even if I'm just jumping and we're coming back home, that night, everything was in there, ready to go. My sterno, so I can have hot water to wash my balls and my head, and soap and this and that. It's just really it was a camping thing. I bought it off Post. Right off Post is a little sterno about that big, and you light it. But anyway, so yeah, but okay. What got me off on that tangent was the luxuries of indoor plumbing. Thanks to capitalism, thanks to a bunch of men who was like, yeah, I can make money, and I know, I know how to do fixtures, I know how to do bronze work, I know how to do even lead, I know how to do it. This is, back in the day, 1899, and it's more and more. They see it. More and more houses are getting built, and then it's like, yo, we can convert the houses. But these dummies, like I said, jealous, they're thinking about gold chains and Mercedes. And no, dumbass, that's not what that means, the top part. It means things that were once expensive, only the rich could afford when it first came out. 2-3 years, that's why, like I said, my whole life. By the time the late 80s, already knew, just wait. Just wait. By the time, we'll say DVDs, think about it. I didn't run out and buy a DVD immediately. I went out and bought a PlayStation. I did. I bought it like the day it came out, the first day. But that was, that's different. It's video game. We did video game. We had Ataris in 1979, 45 years old. But, so yeah. But a DVD player, I didn't buy a DVD player probably till the 2000s. You still had a VCR. Just wait. Wasn't a big deal. Just wait. If you ain't got that's exactly that's we didn't think about capitalism. We just knew the price is gonna come down. Right now, DVD players, $300-400, and really by '99, when they already having the $20 DVD players and shit like that. But it wasn't a big deal. Shit, I'm still using my VHS, but my VCR. Shit. That's what it is. They're so stupid. They want to, just nasty. But I see, like I said, Charles Perry and this other guy. I don't think he was being nasty. He really is upset probably about his niece and everything. But it's still kind of witchcraft. Cause it's like, I don't know. It's like he blamed for. Like I said, no, don't blame the messenger. And that's not. I'm not talking about regular shit. It's in the Bible. I know Bible verses. One of my favorites. Like I said, when I be reading, 04, 05. Like I said, I don't know the exact. I could just Google it. It was the king who got mad at the prophet. He was like, every time I see you, he wanted to kill this nigga, just like he want to kill me. Remember, it was like in Kings or Chronicles, all of the books about the kings. And this one king, he wasn't really a bad king. The wicked kings, like the Bible tell you, he was just like, yo. Basically, I'm translating. I love the King James version. Well, I'm translating like, yo. Every time I see you, you prophesy me bad. And I'm like, really? That sounds like gangster rap. Or at least my niggas, I know that. Because I used to hear that every time I see that nigga. He always got bad news, And then I used to tell them, we 16, man, yo, that's superstition. And just, even in the Bible, and really, he knew. That mean that king was doing bad shit, and God trying to tell him that he sent his prophet, and he knew it. He said, every time I see you, you got nothing bad, nothing good to say. And look at it. That's literally. He's like, yeah, here I come again. Exactly, guys. He probably don't. He's like, don't you think I'm tired of having to talk to you? Shit, nigga, damn. Listen, it's like obviously God trying to help you and work with you because he could have just snuffed you, whatever. But he's sending me to come tell you, cut that shit out, nigga, and you still doing it. And that's what I said. They get mad at me every time wearing these shirts. It's like, no, nigga, no. I've been said it. Change what you do. You're not gonna get me to force me to shut up, because when you telling everybody you know what you're doing is bad. Just like, you're gonna get to the bottom of it. And they say it nastily. Like when I kept calling them about my results for the colonoscopy. So you're admitting you're doing wrong. You're screwing me over by purposely sending my letter to a 10-year-old address for something that serious. But I was just supposed to stop and just wait and take it. It's like, no. Like, God told me to tell you, give me my letter or else. And it's like, every time, you always remember I kept saying my version, I mean, not my version, for the people, for the laymen to understand, they kept acting like I'm calling this to talk to you, be a female. I said, I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to act, because I remember I told you, they're acting like, why are you calling? I'm like, this is not a private number. This is a U.S. Veteran Affairs number. You know, you got a good job. Why are you acting like, what do you want? What? How the fuck, first of all, do you know who I am? Ain't nobody calling you trying to get with you, bitch. What the hell? And yeah, if you don't understand, you're like, oh, no, that was a perfect translation for y'all lame. Exactly, that was exactly what that verse says. Every time I see you, you never bring me no good news. You never prophesy me good. And first time I read that, it's like, oh shit, like, oh, the young kids, mic drop. Not the king. It's the prophet. It's not what the king said. It's the prophet just showing up. That's why it was so dope. And at this time, this is like '04. I still ain't know. But yeah, it gives you a little, that's what it's supposed to do. Giving you hope, keep going. It's like, that's how I felt. This got to be it. Because everybody treat me like a wet food stamp. Like every time I come around. Because I tell the truth. And yeah, he was coming to bring back. Yeah, but the bad news. So do y'all answer? That's why I tell the people, smart people who might have fell for it, just think real hard. Their answer is to not change what they do. It's to get somebody to shut up. That's like getting a cancer diagnosis and just ignoring it. And thinking, well, if I tell the doctor to stop calling me, that'll make it go away. You got a bad prophecy coming, yes, and he know it. You never prophesy. Yeah, it's just like, the doctor. You got to stop eating, ham and bacon. If it happened to me, it is what it is, But they ain't say that yet. But it's just. But instead, your way to handle that is not stop eating ham and bacon. Oh, jeez, stop talking to me, doc. Stop, no. And the doc like, okay, I still got paid. Just like the prophet. He still got blessings because he did what he was told. And dude wanted to kill him, but he still went. But shit, I'm out here. It's getting, I don't know. I hate driving it. Not really, because yeah, what time is it? These damn kids. It's 3:30. Well, by the time I get back, if I go the other way, I ain't got to get, again, that communist stop. They do it on purpose. I don't mind. Yes, I do. What I'm saying is, that's why these kids grow up. How long they been doing that bus stop thing? Like I said, my day, 87, 86, when I rode the bus every day, first of all, none of the adults came with us. We're 12 years old, 13, 7 o'clock in the morning, getting up 6:30, It's just, it was about 4 of us, 2 guys and 2 girls. It was me, my homie, and 2 girls. We're the only ones standing there waiting on the bus. Make it so bad, all of us were black. We're going to a all-white school. All of us were black. There's no, how it is, some dude standing there, some bum nowadays at apartment complexes. Nothing happened. Nobody, we all knew to get your ass up. By then, you setting your own alarm. Even in 7th grade, you setting your. You and us were all sitting there waiting on the bus to come pick us up and drop us off. All this, the arm and this and that, all that is more communist training because you're supposed to teach your kids, even in 1st grade or 2nd grade, just wait till the bus pass. And really, the bus should, at that point, and I'll say that part, the bus route should be designed that it gets up. They don't have to. If they got to cross the street, all you gotta do is teach them how to cross the street. And yeah, you at that age, 5, 6 years old, you should be out there. Because matter of fact, my school in Queens was across the street, so there was no bus. And like I said, our street was like this. So how did I get to 1st grade without crossing the street by myself? Nobody walked me to school or back from school because my house was across the street. That's what them whoopings, if you even fuck around, I don't know, playing it. What you doing out there? This when you getting your freedom, a little bit of freedom. You 4 years old, supposed to be playing in the backyard. You might take your ass out in the street or something, or not in the street, but at least, exactly. You couldn't even go to the sidewalk, and nobody's watching you because they know you know better. That's what I'm saying. All these weaklings, that's where they come from. But I'm out of here.